Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Day's Podcast along with a new video. I know it's been a while. It is cold. It's different now, considering the time that we're in. A lot's going on. But we are here and we are going to continue like we've never left. I'm still here with y'all. We are going to dive into more topics into the new year. It is December, the middle of December, as I'm making this of 2025, because you never know what year you might see this. But hey y'all, I have been working on more content as we go throughout these months, and I just want you guys to know that exclusively there will be topics that we will talk about on Patreon. Of course, we have most of the content here for free, but yes, we are going to talk about Brat, her debut album, Funkdafied, which was released on June 28th, 1994. So I was a month old when this came out. So it was recorded in 93, going into 94, and sold over 1 million copies, making her the first solo female rapper to go platinum. Okay? She's a legend. I want y'all to know that when you see people out and they do things, they be legendary. And we're all legendary in our own right. I don't ever feel like no one is not legendary in their own right. We all stand out. Okay? Funkdafied debuted and peaked at number 11 on the Billboard 200 and topped the rap charts and top R&B hip-hop albums chart. The album was preceded by the first single, Funkdafied, released on May 13th, 1994. The single went platinum in August, and then the album went platinum in January 1995. Okay? So I gotta say, not even 2 weeks before I was born. The single comes out, and okay, people are vibing. The Los Angeles Times noted between the album's borrowed beats, okay, why would they say borrowed, okay, and one too many borrowed popular phrases, Funkdafied is less a tribute than a, why, okay, so I'm not gonna worry about what Los Angeles Times had noted. I'm gonna say from the era and the time, the album was not that bad. It actually was a good album, a short album, but still a good album. And So Def is the label, a part of it, with Sony and Columbia Records. Okay. Yes, Jermaine Dupri is the producer. But yeah, the track listing. Track 1 is the ish. Yeah, you can't fuck with. Okay. Well, listen, I can swear, but just making sure I can just kind of keep it still a little PG-13. You know what I mean? I don't know who watching me. Trying to make sure I, appeal to more adults, if anything, because I am an adult. But track 2, for all y'all. F all y'all. Okay, featuring Candy. Okay, yes, Candy. All right. Not, there's certain things that I'm still learning about, certain people. Okay, hold on, we still gotta get through the rest of this. Track 3 is Fired Up. Track 4, Funkdafied, featuring Jermaine Dupri. Track 5, May the Funk Be With Ya, featuring Latasha Scott. Okay, so Candy's on here and Latasha. So track 6, Ain't No Thing, featuring YT. Track 7, Come and Get Some, featuring Mac Daddy and Chris Cross. So Chris Cross was also on here. And then track 8, Mind Blowing, and then track 9, Give It To You. But yes, it was pretty much a time that albums was just really coming out left and right. And rightfully so, Brat deserves her flowers for being the first to go platinum and pretty much showcasing the fact that women in hip-hop can be able to sell, okay? Because those before her and after her were selling, but she put you know, the perspective of the fact that no, I'm selling, like I'm going platinum, okay? Period. But yes, you guys, I know this is not as long as how I usually do when it comes to episodes, but there isn't really too much else I can honestly say. In Canada, top album CDs, it peaked at number 48. And yes, like I said, U.S. top R&B hip hop albums, it went number 1. U.S. top R&B hip hop albums, it charted at number 23 by the end of the year of 94. And by the end of 95, it was at number 79. So with that being said, it still was charting and people were still listening in 95, okay? And that be the whole thing about albums, even now. Albums that are still charting in the in Billboard 200, that means that, you know, that album is legend, you know, to still be crossing over decade to decade or even year to year. But yes, there will be more content that we will be working on and more videos and episodes that will be published and posted and be able to be streamed and listened to. But I thank you guys so much. And no, I did not forget that I do appreciate you all for liking, subscribing, viewing, watching, and listening. I didn't forget that at all. I actually wanted to see how far I can go without saying it. But I thank you guys so much, and I'll be back with more.